Hi friends, hello. So today I have something new for you, a new video, and today I will be playing with the dialogue book from Dylusions. I think that this is the last blank dialogue book that I have, I think. And yeah, it's time to fill this baby up. And I'm going to be using some paint, a stencil and a shimmer paint. And this is going to be a doodled background. So let's have some fun. Okay, so the paints that I'm using, the regular paints, is the laidback, lilac, the rose quarts, and the crushed grape. For the shimmer paint, I am using periwinkle blue. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is this one, the light pink. And I'm going to be doing the easiest technique which there is, and that's the baby wipe technique. I will be using the dot grid stencil, but you can use any stencil that you have. Just be sure that the stencil has openings so that you can doodle them and yeah, doodle the doodles. Okay, so I'm going to start with the light pink, and I will also be needing a little bit of purple. Okay, I'm going to start with the pink one, and I am just, excuse me, I need a lot more. That is not enough. Okay, I'm just going to add it to the page. Oh, I'm making a hot mess, but that's okay, because when we're going to doodle over it, you won't see it. Okay, a little bit of purple. Like so. And I do want to have a border, not a doodle border, but I do want to I want to have a frame. So I'm just going to do it like so. Oh, come on. Alright, now we got something like this. And the next thing that we'll be doing is some doodling. And I'm taking the large stencil of the dot grid and taking my periwinkle blue and I am taking a blending tool. Just going to take an old one. This one is still soft. Alright. Alright, and I'm just going over the stencil and I am covering it all with the blue paint. Then it'll look like this. Looks like a hot mess, right? I agree. It looks like a hot mess. Alright, something like this. Now I'm going to give it a blast with the heat tool. And then I'm going to take out my Posca pens and I will start doing some doodling, which is going to be lots of fun because you can do this with different kinds of doodles, obviously. And when we have done that part, we can start thinking of the decorations. Alright, so as you can see, I've done a lot of doodling. It took me almost 2 hours and I left this little space here so I can show you how I did it. Okay, so for the materials I've used the Dylusions ink spray, the color bubble pink. There is also a Dylusions shimmer ink spray which you could use as well instead of this one. Then you will have some extra shimmer on the page, but because I've already used the this one, the shimmer paint in the color periwinkle blue, I thought, you know, I think it's better to use the regular pink color. We'll also be needing a Posca pen and a water brush. Okay, I'm using the Dylusions water brush, but you can use any water brush you have. And the black pen that I'm using is the PC1MR. Now, the first thing that we will be doing is that I am going to do some loops around the painted stencil. Okay, I am just going to be drawing a few loops, and now my pen has stopped working. Alright, there it is. Okay, like so. And you do that with the whole stenciled area. Okay. You just draw around it. That's basically it. It doesn't need to be perfect because it's a background. And backgrounds don't need to be perfect, okay? If you want it to be perfect, then it will take you days. I don't have time for that. And it will be covered up, so this is perfect. Okay, the next thing that we'll be doing is we will be doodling the stenciled area, and I am just doing stripes like so. And I'm taking the other side. And this is just so much fun and relaxed to do. You see? Now we have this going on. And now we're going to color the stripes. One by one. Or every other one, should I say. Okay. And we do this with everything. And the fun thing of this stencil is that you can come up with so many different patterns. It is just, yeah, too ridiculous. I've seen some examples of what people did with this stencil, and it's just so cool. I even bought a second pair of this stencil because this is one of my favorites. And I would be so bummed if my stencil will break and I couldn't get another one. So yeah, I bought a second one, which I highly recommend if you're like me. Okay, and I'm going to continue doing so, like this, until this is all done. And I didn't want to record everything, because then the video will take over 3 hours. And yeah, we also have to color some focal images, and I thought, well, maybe that is just a little bit too much. So I'm just going to do a little area. At least then you know what to do, right? And you guys, I love the cakes and sticks from Dylusions. I absolutely love them. Look, it makes the coloring process so much quicker. Of course, I love my inks, but if you want to be working faster and finishing your journals, then I do recommend the cakes and sticks. And there are not a lot of colors at the moment, and there will be coming more, of course. That's what Diane has been mentioning. But if you need skin tones, you could use some other crayons as well. You could use, like, for example, the crayons from Dina Wakleyl. That's what I did with this spread. All the bright colors are from Dylusions, and the kitty cat and the dog and the skin tone of the girl has been done with some Scribble sticks from Dina Wakleyl. So yeah, that is also a possibility, of course. Just mix it and use what you have. That's what I always say. Previous page has been done during a live stream. Live streams are on every Saturday on my Facebook group. I'll put the link down in the description box. And we do a lot of fun things. We do giveaways, free printables. We do live streams. Sometimes I do an extra live stream if I feel like it. So it's a lot of fun stuff. And the group is really growing. We are over 100 subscribers. So that's really cool. Okay. So yeah, I would love to see you there as well. So far so good. Now the last part is the pink part. Okay. This is going to be looking like a hot mess, how I'm doing it, but it's all good. We are just making loops. And use the point from the stencil as a guiding point. Then I'm going to that one is not dry, so I better take the other side. That is something that you have to be aware of with this pen. It's not dry like instantly. Okay, and here you have some loops that doesn't have a point, but just imagine that there is a point, and just continue making those loops. As you can see, I'm not doing anything perfect. Okay, but that's okay, because background is supposed to be in the background. Now I'm going to take a few drops of ink, and I don't need a whole lot. Oh guys, and you can find me now on TikTok as well. On TikTok I will only post my personal work, my own designs. So yeah, if you want to follow me there as well, check me out. And I have Instagram which you can follow, and I think that's about it. I think that's quite enough. Okay. That's that. All done. Okay, so I love the way it looks. And next thing what we will be doing is to color the images. And the images that we will be using are from the following stamp sets. Okay, I will be using the put a bird on it, putty cat, it's all in the mind. This is a newer one. This is also quite an old one, glorious blooms. And this is an old one, down in the woods. This one is a maybe, I don't know for sure yet. Alright, so let's start the coloring part. I am going to be using my Caykes and sticks from Dylusions. I also have a Scribble stick in the color umber. And this one I will be using for doing the skin tone, okay? And the reason why is because there aren't any skin tones in the Caykes and sticks. So, since I have all these Scribble sticks laying around, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to be using that one. So, that's that. And let's do some coloring. I'm going to start with the body. And since the background has been done with all kinds of warm colors, I will be focusing the most here on the cold colors, which is this part. And as you can see, my Caykes and sticks are getting used. I love them. The colors are nice and vibrant. The only thing that I don't like about them is that they are soft, that they break easily. So, like the neon colors, you know, they are soft too. And it's easy to break them. But if you just use them very gently, then it's not a big problem. I prefer to use these ones over this one. These are the sticks and these are the Caykes. And you can intensify the color as much as you want. The more water you use, the lighter the color gets. The less water you use, the brighter the color gets. Okay. So that's the purple, and I'm just going to take a piece of kitchen paper, paper towel or a cloth, and you just clean your brush and you go on to the next. And the next will be some green for the arms. You see, I'm starting off very lightly because I used a lot of water. and this part a little bit more. Or yeah, should I say less? Because the less water you use, the more intense the color will be, right? So don't use too much water, just a little bit. Okay, I will not be coloring the shoes, the boots, because we will cut that part off. Let me see how much we're going to cut off. And the kitty hat. Yeah, something like this. Something like so. Okay, and then we can add the flowers here. And we can add the bird over here. And maybe that one goes over here. Oh. Something like this. Okay. And if you don't have these cakes and sticks from Dylusions, you could also use the neon colors to color with, or you could use what I do as well, use the Scribble sticks from Dina Wakleyl, or just use your regular inks. You know, just play and have fun. All right. Let's go to this one, the Balmy Night. Okay. This is After Midnight. Oh no, it says periwinkle blue here. Okay. Alright. Periwinkle blue it is. You could have fooled me that it was After Midnight. Okay, the other side. Lots of colors. Okay, so this one is empty. Going to take another one. And the petals of the flowers, I will do orange. What you also could do, it's just an idea, is stamp this on a piece of cardstock with the diamond embossing powder, and then emboss it and color everything with the shimmer, the how you call it? Dylusions shimmer dust. That would also be very cool. Maybe that is something that I will try for the next time. Okay. So, for the bracelet, I will use some pink or red. This is red, I think. Yes. And for the pantyhose, I'm going to be using yellow. Or shall I call it a legging? I think it's a legging. Okay, and these little things, yes, and now I will do the skin tone later. First going to set that one aside to dry. And I'm taking my flowers and my chicken and my kitty hat. We have still lots to do. And I'm just going to mix it up, you guys. I'm just going to mix it up with some warm colors. I don't want it to be boring. so. And then the other petals will be this one. It looks like there's a lot of color on top, but if it's a little bit dry, I can reactivate it and remove a little bit of the color. That is not a problem. Okay. And some green for the stem. I took another orange color from the palette, which is a little bit brighter, because the orange that I've used was a little bit too dull. Much better. Much better. That one goes there. Now these two guys. I haven't used any yellow yet, so let me use yellow. And I'm going to be using the same colors for these flowers so that they will match a little bit. Like so. Now I'm going to be using some red. We haven't used the pink yet, right? Okay, now this one. Next month there will be a new release of some of my digital prints, and I can tell you one thing that is going to be vibrant, funny, funky and cute all at the same time, and lots of bright colors. So if that's your jam, be sure to hit the subscribe button and like my videos so that you will get all the, how you call it? Notifications. Every Saturday evening we have a live stream at my Facebook group. Which is lots of fun. Okay. And I also have a new TikTok account. Yes, I started with TikTok, guys. So if you have TikTok, you can follow me there as well. Okay, I'm going to set those two aside to dry. Now I only need to do this one. So let me refill my water brushes and then I will be right back. No, I will go for brown. Okay guys, this is the umber color of the Dina Wakleyl sticks. Just plain umber. First going to color the hand. And the wrist. And then the face. Okay. And with the scribbled sticks, you have the same rule. The more water you use, the lighter it will get. Okay. So that one is done. And we only need to do the ears, which I will do pink. And then this kitty cat is done. Okay, so we still need to color this bird, the chicken, shall I say. And let's start off with a little bit of blue. Like so. Okay. Next is a little bit of green. Okay, like so. And what else shall we use? Maybe a little bit of yellow. You guys can see how I'm using my palette, right? I'm not being neat. I'm just making a hot mess of it. And that's okay. It's all good. It's all good. You don't have to be neat with Dylusions. That's one thing that I like about it. Just a little bit orange of the peak. And a little mohawk, or however you want to call it. I don't know the right name. And let's remove that. One other color, what shall we use? Maybe a little bit of purple. No. A darker green. Maybe a red. Let's go for red. Shall we? Yeah. You still need one more thing. And then this one is done. And we can put this aside. Okay, and I'm going to grab my dialogue. Forgot that one. It's okay. We don't need that one. Now it's time to put everything on its place. Okay, let's start with the kitty cat. And I'm just going to be using some art glitter glue because that will make such a mess on my table. Okay. And oh, come on. Work with me. It's not working. Okay, let's see. Yeah, now it is. I don't know what was going on, but I won't complain. We still have to draw in a neck. And I'll cut that part off. And next thing that we're going to be doing are the flowers. You know me, right? I love to mix and match the old with the new. That one. Put that one over there. Okay. Little bird will go over here. Like so. And as you can see, it's an old piece of paper. And I stamped something on it, but it didn't go right. So I just stamped on the other side of the paper. And yeah. Instead of throw it away, just use the other side. Okay. The chicken is standing on the flower. Okay. Just going to cut off the overhang. And now it's time to choose a quote. Okay, so I'm taking my black pen, my black Posca pen, and I am going to you know, just outline them. And that's it. Oh, I forgot the neck, right? I said that I was going to do the neck. Very easy, very simple. You just find the middle part, you let it dry, and then you take your white pen and you just make 1 or 2 stripes in the middle of the black area that you just colored. And that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video. If you do, then please give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you at the next one. Stay safe everybody, and happy crafting. Bye!